The folk who are still waiting in line, come quick, come quick. Have your ticket stubs out and ready for collection. Those of you that are in your seatbelts on, feet in, keep your bodies just nice and still in your seat as the train begins to move. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. We've now arrived at stop number 1. Now, currently, our city is facing a $2.5 billion deficit in school construction. Now, some would say that this is a problem. We all say that this is an emergency. We are in a state of crisis because currently our buildings do not reflect our students that we are pushing on up out of there. Currently, we're doing what we call a Band-Aid approach, where we're just patching a little bit here. We may put a little doorknob on that building. We may give that building a Promethean board. We may give another building some new heat or some new air. But as we do that, the building itself is still deteriorating, and the cost to fix it is steady rising. Right now, we are looking for reform. We are looking for action right now. The Band-Aid approach is never going to close the current gap that we have. Now, we're on our way to stop number 2. Again, we're going to stay seated in our seats. Keep your backs and your tray tables in the most upright position. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. We've arrived at stop number 2. If you look kind of right down through the center car here, you see a look ahead right into the future of the Baltimore City Public Schools. A school that is conducive to learning, to all the STEM. The school that is technologically rich, that is equipping our students for the 21st century. We need a school that reflects positivity as the students go in and as the students leave. Right now, the way we're going to get that is with our block grant. Now, our block grant is talking about $32 million that we need the state to lock in to say that they're going to give to us. But let's move on down to stop number 3 where we can fully get into this block grant. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. We've arrived at stop number 3. If you look out your right window, friends, we see that there are 2 important pieces. We need the block grant and how we want to leverage the funds for that block grant. Now we're going to start with the block grant. We need the state of Maryland to lock in to say that they're going to give us $32 million every year for school construction. Now, Baltimore will leverage that money at a ratio of 15 to 1, and that money will be used to kind of pay back what we, or to raise the fund for the $1 billion we need to reconstruct Baltimore City Public Schools. Now, once we get that once we raise that $1 billion, that will translate into 60 to 80 schools being built right now. Being built right now. As I said before, the situation is deplorable now. We definitely need this money, so we need our state legislators to get on board with this so that we can push this and get this through so that we can pass and our school systems can be a direct representation of our beautiful children that we're pushing out. Now, keep your tray tables again in upright position because we're on our way to stop number 4. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Now, how will we leverage the funds? Think of a homeowner trying to buy a house. Now, you know, you come in and you're saying, hey, I want this nice, gorgeous house I saw. It's about $150,000. Of course, you don't have that sitting in your back pocket. So, you take your most current pay stubs to the bank, and they would see, can you really afford this? Yes, you can with the money that you're able to pay per month. So over the course of 30 years, we're going to be able to pay back pay back the mortgage on the house, and then you would then become home owners. Okay? That's pretty much exactly how we're going to do with this block grant. We're going to ask the state to lock in the $32 million per year so that we can use that as our payment over the course of 30 years to get to first get the $1 billion to pay that $1 billion back. But once we get the $1 billion, we can start building, again, 60 to 80 brand new schools for the state of, or for our city of Baltimore. Again, we're on our way moving. Keep your tray tables up, seats back, and we're moving on to stop number 5. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. does the block grant achieve? I said it. 60 to 80 fully equipped, reconstructed new schools over the course of about 10 years. State-of-the-art buildings, technology inundated in and through, oozing from every window, from every door. Technology is coming out so that our kids can be all that they can be. Now, not only will it provide the buildings and everything for our children, but it also is going to open up about 1,000 new jobs for the Baltimore residents. So we can also, you know, we're in a hard economic time. We can get that those jobs in for those people who desperately need work. And it's also going to close the facilities gap between Baltimore and the wealthier counties. Now, we're going to keep moving because we're just about there. Hold on tight because this one's going to be a little bit fast. Sugar, 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 sugar. Choo, choo, sugar, 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 choo, choo. We have now arrived at Transformation Station. And what does it look like? It looks like brand new schools for our kids. For our kids to be learning and for all of our kids to learn, for the technology, again, to be oozing from the windows, oozing from the doors. What you see here is the opening of Leaf Walk in the beginning of the school year. We want to have several openings all across Baltimore City for our kids. Several, all the way across the city. But now, we cannot do this alone. We need to take the 250 to 300 people that we have in this auditorium now. We need to multiply that and change that into about 3,000. And we need to get our gangs, get all of our ammunition up to get this bill passed so that we can begin to invest in our children's future, because we do not spit out anything but the best. We do not spit out anything from Baltimore City Public Schools but the absolute greatest. So we need to show that. Show everyone that with these new buildings. But again, it's going to start with you and I and everyone else getting on board, all the state legislators, everybody getting on board to get this bill passed so that we can begin to transform our schools.